Welcome back to Myth Mental Health. I am Justin Alexander Williams, author of Reborn versus Constellation, which you can get on Amazon. And today, what we're going to talk about, even though it is St. Patrick's Day, I've already done a St. Patrick's Day video, we're going to talk about the myth of Orpheus. So Orpheus is a demigod. He is blessed with parts of him that is divine from his father, Apollo, the god of music, the god of light, the god of revelation, the god of truth. And his mother is Calliope, the muse, goddess of inspiration, also associated with the ocean, the rockiness of the waves. So Orpheus falls in love with Eurydice, and Eurydice is sometimes a nymph, sometimes a mortal, but she is a beautiful woman who gets into a little bit of trouble after a party. She goes to a party and she steps into the wrong type of grove, gets bitten by a snake. In some versions of the story, she is pursued by a satyr, a goat man kind of creation, representing the wildness and brazenness and unrepentantness of nature. And she dies. And Orpheus sings songs that are so powerful, so sad, so solemn, that even the gods themselves, who in the Greek thought process outside of the mystery religions, remember we have to separate the myths from the mystery religions. Mystery religions, like the religions of the illusion mysteries, were for the adults in the room. They were for the people who want to go through trials. If you had just the regular myths, they were probably for children or for people who were not really experts in the religions of ancient Greece. In this story, she dies, and in death, Orpheus cries out, and the gods, who are usually unmoved, are moved. They cry out too. They say, my gosh, even the trees are crying that Orpheus is so sad. His songs are so strangely sad and beautiful and captivating. So Apollo comes to him and he says, I have a deal for you from Hades. If you can go down to Hades, into the underworld, and procure Eurydice, you can come back with her. So he goes into the underworld. He has to subdue Cerberus, the three-headed dog. He subdues him with music. He has to go and convince Persephone, the kidnapped queen of the underworld, and Hades. He does so with music. And Hades says, if you can trust in me, that you can go and walk out of here, not looking behind, but trust that your love, Eurydice, is behind you in phantom form, then you will have her when you reach, some stories daylight, but basically the end of the underworld. He reaches almost the end of the underworld and he doubts. It's like if you ever seen the play Hades Town, the dog is in your mind and it reaches him and he turns around too early and Eurydice sees him and disappears. Now, someone would say forever, but Orpheus, of course, reaches his own tragedy. He laments and sings more songs, and the nymphs of Dionysus, the Bacchanai, come upon him and rip him apart, leaving only his head to sing. And he either dies and goes to the underworld, or he is immortal, being just a head singing for the pleasure of Dionysus. Why does this story connect with us in a mental health way? Well, if you think about it, what in your life is worth that journey, worth that sacrifice? Is it a book you want to write? Is it a job you want to pursue? Is it a degree? Is it a game? I'm saying you're in high school. You just have to win this game. It's the state finals. What do you do? What do you sacrifice? Is it a relationship? You just have to improve this relationship. What do you do? What do you do when the chips are down and you say, I have to be successful? Will you be dedicated? Will you be loving? Will you be clever like Orpheus? What tools will you employ? What can you marshal from your experience to get to that point? I think whether we are in a position where we are diagnosed as bipolar or schizophrenic or any kind of mental illness, we can approach such a thing where we say to ourselves, I still want to be a person that is successful in what I originally endeavored to do. And that is possible. There are many people who are very successful, and let's not make success a one-way ticket, right? There are many different types of successes. There are many things you need to be successful at. Getting up, showering, putting your clothes on, and being ready for the day is a success. Going out and making money is also a success. There are many types of things that make us successful, but you need to determine that. And when you do, you will remember that, like Orpheus, you are going into the underworld every day. When we challenge other human beings in our lives to be successful at our jobs or in sports or in whatever we do, there is competition. There's competition everywhere. Even the air filled with, if you live in New York City, filled with pollutants is competition. But we can still master that competition by being prepared to be as dedicated as Orpheus, to say that I will go to the underworld for you and for that. And I think there's something really beautiful about that. I think something really beautiful about the fact that even in our despair, even in our lament for a tragedy, we still say, no, I am the man that will not be moved. As the song in the script says, the script sings a song when they sing, it has always inspired me. They say, I am the man that will not be moved, right? Or I'm the man that will move. I will move for my purpose. And we want to continue to enjoy life despite what people say, despite the naysayers. Because the naysayers are usually people that don't even try. I want you all, whoever listens to this, to understand that people that criticize you, that abandon you, that leave you, that don't believe in you, are people that usually don't even try. And as long as you give effort, you have glory. As long as there is effort in whatever you want to do, whatever you set out to do, there is glory in that. And glory can take you to places you've never imagined. So remember, as I wrap this video up, Orpheus is not just seeking glory. He is seeking the love of his life. He's seeking a focus point. Find your focus point. Find whatever it is in life that you would go to the underworld for and come back with it. And then you will find not only purpose, but I truly believe that you will find happiness. Thank you. Remember, I'm the author of Reborn versus Constellation. You can find that on Amazon. It is a story of the Greek gods taking over a college campus. And you can also like and subscribe and share this video. Thank you so much.